Does body count matter?
Damn, this guy just swing in like wow, 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 wow. I'm not even gonna go first in this one. I'm gonna let you
Alright,
go.
first of all, in order for us to touch on this topic and explain our views, we also must share our body counts. So please.
I'll go
Share
first.
the viewers.
I'll go first. 3.
330, 33, 300,
What is going on here? No one needs to be knowing none of our accounts. No one needs to know how much we got in our bank accounts. No one needs to know nothing right here. The question is, does body count matter? Not your body count. Listen, you don't need to know my accounts. You don't need to know what counts. I don't mind. But yeah, let's go back to topic. Does body count matter?
You go first.
Wow, this is a hard one, you know.
Well, coming
For
from
me, it matters and doesn't.
Coming
matter.
from a 30 plus, like, what? How do you feel?
30 plus weight.
Coming from a 30 plus.
I'm 26. I don't know about you. My age.
I like that. Man said my age.
Oh, you count 30 plus, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm joking, but like, yeah, go on. Say your answer, sir.
I'm a yes and a no. Because having a lot of sexual partners has its kind of toll on someone sometimes, and it makes them look at sex in a different way.
Yeah, I think.
And then,
but age has to come into account, because if you're 18,
yeah, I was about to say that.
I don't want to drop numbers to make people feel a bit.
Nah, this like for me, it's a yes and no. It depends on how that person pictures sex, and once I've spoken to them. But I've met people who say
they have different views on it.
Yeah, they're just scary.
No.
There's some people that like, because they've had loads of sexual partners, it gets to a point where like, you know what, if my boyfriend wants to go cheat on me, I'm cool with it. Because I've had loads of sexual partners, it's just sex. That's how it is over relationships. Their views on sex are very
changed. If you speak to someone that's slept with a lot of people,
they have a different
their view. I've noticed
everyone has a big different.
There's value.
So it's a yes and no for me, depending on what type of person that person is.
For me,
I can forgive having a past, because we all have pasts.
For me, I feel like what you were trying to say before. It depends on the age. I say, for example, my age now, I feel like the women that I would meet now that would be in my age bracket. I feel like it doesn't really matter anymore, because
30.
Huh?
40.
Not 40. What are you talking about? No, listen to what I'm saying. Listen to the friggin' message. Listen to the message.
Where's your birth certificate? Where's your birth certificate?
I'm not 30. What are you talking about?
I've just got 3 kids and some.
Anyways, as I was saying, right, with the age that I am at, if I met another girl that was in the same age bracket, I feel like the body count then doesn't so much matter, because I feel like you're grown enough to have done so many years of messing around that you're more than likely going to have a large number, or whatever number it is. It's so insignificant at that point.
Right.
However, I feel like
if you're going for like a 70-year-old and they're on 20, it's too much for you.
You're an idiot. But for example, when it's just so dumb.
You know, you like those young ones. What did you say? The younger the juice, the better.
I didn't say that. I said the older the bear, the sweeter the juice. The older the pear, the sweeter the juice.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? I never heard this. The bear.
Wait. So, anyways, as I was saying, if you're 12,
what the hell? This guy's
if you're 20, you did that. I know. If you're 20.
Yeah.
And you meet a girl that's already got, let's say, like a number of 35, for example, right? At that
What the hell is it? Are we not going to take this question? Are we not taking this serious?
That's a cave that she's got down there for 35.
But it does happen though. No, but what I'm trying to say, that's just a number. It's just a random number. If you're 20 and you meet a girl that's also 20 and her number is sky high, it'll make you feel like, damn, like you've been around a bit. You know what I'm trying to say? It's gonna make you have that opinion, even though you really shouldn't judge. You're still gonna have that opinion.
No, but like,
you've been around.
my question is the reason why, that's a kind of like a red alarm to people when you meet someone and you hear that, is because it scares you on what they think of sex. like when they're in a relationship with you, are they still going to be that same type of person to go and sleep around? That's the fear. That's why it's a red alert.
I think it's more than just that, because it's also the fear of a label. Because some other people, for example, you get with a girl that's been passed around, right? But you didn't know that, but everybody else in the neighborhood knows it, and then they start labeling your girl as like a hoe. It's going to have an effect on you as well. That's what I'm saying.
I hear that. For me, body count is a yes and a no. It's a yes and a no. I can forgive someone having a past and everything.
Now it doesn't matter to me. Now it doesn't matter.
But I have to take into consideration that you.
So if you're telling me you meet a girl, she's 24, and she tells you she's been with 40 people,
I feel like my mentality now is no. But that's what I'm saying. Now, okay. Let me put it.
You have to question yourself.
Let me put it like
why
this.
has she slept with so many?
Man. Listen. Okay, I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're saying.
What kind of disease she's carrying?
I hear that. But I feel like there's certain questions you need to ask that person if you're going to date them.
But think of it like this: if you meet, like, let's say, for example, you meet a 35-year-old woman, let's say, right? Let's say a 35. I'm just putting like a number that's somebody that's already like been through like experiences of life, right?
Healthy sexual appetite.
Okay, yeah. So 35-year-old, right? If you meet a 35-year-old and she says, for example, let's just throw another number. Her number is 40, right? Does that mean anything? As opposed to if you met a 25-year-old and her number is 40. It almost feels like you can't even judge the person that's 35 because it's almost like it's not even something to judge anymore. You know what I'm trying to say? But when the person,
I wouldn't say I put a judgment on that, but it's just one of those things that you have to take in consideration.
I think it is. As men, we see women, as being like innocent and good and angel-like. So we just like the idea that not many have been with them, or we're the only ones to be.
That's very hypocritical. Then.
I know it is, but that's just how we are. We don't like the idea.
That's how men think.
So many guys have been there. We just like. We see because
you want purity.
Like our property.
You want a purity.
Yeah, that's ours. We don't know. So I think that's why when it comes to guys and how many they've been through, it's a big thing. Like we're very judgmental on it.
Sometimes.
Whereas women, I don't think are as towards as well. Like if they was to find out how many.
Yeah, they are.
They're not as bad. They're not as bad.
But to be honest with you,
because we're the ones.
I wouldn't say all men are like thing like that, but also I'm just saying something you have to take into consideration.
We are the ones who quick to call this girl a slut and all this stuff because it's very rare you hear a girl calling you a hoe.
But yeah,
okay, so
yes or no for me. Yes or no for me, depending on the person as well. Yes or no for me.
My answer.
He's right. Age does also play a part.
My answer is I'm now getting to the mentality where like it's not really anything significant. It shouldn't really it shouldn't mean anything. To be fair, I'm starting to get into that mentality. But before, had you asked me that like 10 years ago, it'd be like, yeah, of course it matters.
Yeah, I agree. As I get older now, I'm starting to more care about what is in the person's mind.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And their heart, rather than their past experience or things they've done, because as time changes, you also change as a person. So that could be a stage that's something they've been through. There's something they experienced, they have their fun or whatever. I don't know, but right now it's where you're heading.
There's also like many like reasons, like what you said, like why numbers, like a person's number may have skyrocketed. Like for example. Like the example of my friend that like keeps chasing relationships. If she keeps chasing a bad relationship, like sleeping with somebody, then they dismiss her, she's gonna chase that next relationship. So her body count is climbing. It's not even so much that she's a hoe. It's just the fact that her circumstances make it that her numbers.
A lot of times, I know we as guys, we can be dicks and just after one girl after another girl, isn't it? So a lot of times, girls. Come on, help me out, man. Help me out.
You know what? A question that probably most girls want to know, right? Why do guys feel like they have to like go through many girls?
I don't think guys feel like. The only thing is, when you get to a certain age, when you're younger, there is that notion of you want to date them both pretty as girls, and it's cool to date someone who's pretty all the time, and every time because. For instance, when I first had met you and there was loads of girls that liked you, I came from a place here where I didn't get a lot of attention in that way. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? Yeah. And even if I got attention from girls like that, it wasn't my mindset. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? When you come to the UK, that's all everyone talks about. Girls, sex, whatever. It comes one of those things where you're just thinking to yourself like, is this what it is to be cool to do this type of stuff? It's not that you think that you're going to go through that many people. I think sometimes when you speak to some guys, they actually be like, yo, listen, I didn't know that I slept with that many people. It just was something that just happened, just kept happening. And it's one of those things that peer pressure, oh yeah, I got the girl that everyone wanted. I got that girl that everyone wanted. I got that girl that everyone wanted. So
it's when you're younger.
It's different. When you're a girl, it's a bit different. You're just looking to have a nice guy. That's it. Whereas us, it's kind of like, it's a game. Sometimes for us when it's young, it's a game. It's a challenge. Like when we used to go to Meadow Hall and say, let's see who can get the most numbers. Sometimes for guys, it's just a game. An ego thing.
Yeah, because
it's just like, if you're
in a room of guys and you're talking about how many girls you've been with, you'd say 2 or 3, and they're gonna laugh at you in a way.
This is what I mean.
What's wrong with you?
But the thing is, I think that's when you're younger. But when you're older, it's kind of like it's a whole different ball game. Because when you're older, everyone's like, yo, bro, you can't be doing stuff like that. That's kind of irresponsible. Nah. It's weird. It's different.
I think it just goes back to that whole thing of like you driving your car and then you see another exotic car like a Lamborghini pass by.
You think I want that?
I've never had a Lamborghini before. I'd love to test drive that kind of thing. And then you're in the Lambo. Then you see I don't know Bugatti pass. Damn, Bugatti, that's the fastest car in the world. I want to try that.
Yeah, I think when you get to an older place, you have a more chilled approach. You might want that thing, but you're content with what you have. So
you know what I think it is as well as all of that. I think it's also if the girl doesn't capture me enough to make me feel like I don't even need that Bugatti or that Lamborghini, like what you said, right? And I just want to stick with this Porsche, for example, right? Yeah. It's like, if the girl doesn't do enough to capture me mentally, physically, and everything, then I'm just going to keep doing what I'm doing because it's like, I feel like, well, why should I settle here? Like, there's nothing worth me just like sticking here. That's probably like the worst analogy in the world.
No, but
referring girls to cars and shit.
The thing is, I get what you're saying. Obviously, it's not the worst analogy because you are saying, listen, if you're gonna be with someone and you don't feel happy in that situation.
Like for example, like when I met my ex, for example, like before I met my ex, I was talking to like different girls and stuff like that, right? And then eventually when I met that one, I was like, she just took me to a space where I felt like I don't even want to talk to anybody else, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So unless a girl kind of makes you feel like that, then you just can keep doing your thing.
Women can do to make you guys happy in a relationship. Like, what are the things that a woman provides, or she can do for you, and like me, and you're thinking, wow, that's it, I'm happy. Like, it just could be some simple things,
for you know,
daily simple things
for me,
and that's it.
I actually,
for you personally.
He has a list.
But yeah, like
this is sad. Yeah, watch this. Yeah, I know.
Because a lot of times, I think
before you read your list,
women don't know how to please their guy or what makes them happy. So
before you read his 10 commandments, for me it's like personality. For me, it's literally that personality. Well, first of all, the looks. Obviously, I have to be attracted enough to that person to like want to stay. Number one, you know, because obviously you don't see a girl across the road and think, oh, she must have a cracking personality. It doesn't happen like that. You get first attracted by the looks, right? After that, it's like the personality is a major deal breaker for me. If my girl almost becomes like my boy, like almost becomes like that best friend, I think that's what does it really.
Basically, what I want to touch on is what makes you happy in a relationship. What can she do? Is it message you in the morning saying, hey baby, I'm thinking about you? Or is it cooking your favorite meal? Or what is it in relationships can they do to make you happy?
This is what I say to you. Is it every guy is different?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I know. That's what I want to know. You guys,
for me,
what in a relationship? Is it maybe buying you your favorite cologne or something? Right. What is it that really gets you?
From experiences, there was one time, for example, I went to work and then I came back and like I had a girl staying with me, like a girl I was dating, and then I went to work. When I came back, she had cleaned my whole place, for example, right? Something like that. For example, I'm thinking to myself, like in my head, I'm thinking, that's a wifey trait. I'm taking that already, you know, kind of thing, right? I might have come back and then she also had like the whole dinner cooked and everything, like the food was boiling or stuff, but I'm thinking she can cook. Another like wifey trait kind of thing. That's another tick. So all these ticks that then accumulate and you think to yourself, yeah, that's a keeper kind of thing.
Yeah. What about you?
But what would you say?
For me, just food. Like if you can cook me food, man, I'm telling you.
Sound like such a fat boy.
We're gonna get married. That's it. Just like.
Is that it?
That's it. Just food.
I know it sounds
And I'm happy.
sad, but every time I think of something, I write it on the list of what I.
Okay, let's see this 10
to keep a girl that kind of keeps me. It's kind of one spiritual, someone I can pray with. Like for me, if I'm with a girl and I'm going through something, and I tell her what I'm going through, and we're in the same room, and let's just say I've offloaded this, and she can see that my life kind of right now is going crazy, and I'm like, all right, cool, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna kind of like sleep on it type of thing. And before I leave, she tells me to stop. We're gonna pray together about the situation. For me, that's like wow. Like that's for me. That's deep. Okay, daily growth and confidence. That she does things for herself that help her grow, like read and stuff like that. Like you can tell she's growing because like at the same time she's like, oh, guess what I learned today? Then she tells her you learn, and then I feel like, whoa, I learned something like that from you. Like I have friends like that who ask me, so what do you feel like God's talking to you about now, or what do you feel like you're learning in this season? I feel like I like that a girl who's literally focusing on her growth and her confidence and who she is, and that I don't have to do that, but she's also sharing with me what she has. A girl who's compassionate, who thinks a bit more before she reacts. I feel like sometimes girls can think because their feelings are hurt. So, it's them. It's like the whole situation has to be to get her right, but then they forget that we have feelings too.
Yeah.
And like it's never asked.
Just to add to that, I hate a girl that nags.
Yeah.
You know, like a nagger that's always complaining and things. I hate that so much.
But the thing is, with that as well, you have to understand, like, sometimes it's because they are hurt. They forget that we also can get hurt by what's being said in it. But someone who's compassionate, but before she thinks about things, she puts herself in my shoes, then puts herself in her shoes, then kind of comes to me and then talks to me about it. Because sometimes it's kind of like I hate those girls who just snap. Then next week they're like, you know what? I'm sorry, I was wrong. For me, that can be avoided. Do you know what I'm saying? That's a stress that you're constantly always going to have. Good hygiene and style, which we were about to address today. A girl who's grateful, like grateful for what she has. You know, if you do something for her, she says thank you. You know, she's just a grateful person. I like that about someone who's thankful about things. You know, who's content. Who was not always want. That sometimes that's great. A girl who's got financial awareness. I hate girls who just spend all their cash. Like, because as a guy,
as the money comes.
As a guy, you have to learn how to manage your money. Because at the end of the day, you got to pay for dates and stuff like that. I had a girl who would spend £100 on a Beyonce concert, and she got £120 for the whole month. And she's eating ramen noodles for the rest of the week for £20. Like, I like someone with financial awareness, where even if I'm overspending, she can put me in check or I put her in check, and she's a saver, she's got financial goals and stuff like that. Sense of humor, big time, up there. Love a girl with sense of humor. Someone you can joke and also take a joke. Some girls, you need to make a joke, it sounds like it was serious, they're taking it serious and they're ridden on that joke, and they're like, oh, you hurt my feelings. I don't like that type of stuff. Someone who's encouraging, understanding, someone who's visionary, who has their own goals and focuses and edifies me as I edify them. So that's my list. And I always add something if I find something that I think is cool. And I always think that when I find a girl that I'm going to be with, I'll show them this list. This is what I like. And you should show me your list. It's not that I'm saying that you need to be perfect like this, but...
No, that's cool. But I think we were talking more in terms of like specific actions. But
those are the actions for me. Those are all actions for me that will make me stay. I don't care. Like cooking and stuff, we can all learn together. Whatever. All the time other stuff for me. But for me, those traits, those are things that an individual is like.
Yeah, I think I agree with all of them.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
So that's it, man. Let's end the video now because this is long.
Okay, guys. Thank you once again for watching our video.
Make sure you check out other videos.
And share your videos on every social media outlet you have. Twitter, Facebook, Tumblr, everything, man. Share us, get us out there. Thank you for all the support.
And get in the comments box as well. I want to hear like different opinions and things in the comments. Like I want to know what you guys think as well.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've noticed, but we're trying to reply to every single comment that we've got on the video. So just put whatever you guys think to the answer to the questions, and we will debate with you in the comments box as well.
Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Click that like button. Click it.
And don't forget
to talk that talk. Peace.